Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory, and it has just finished at the City Ground. Well, not just finished, but it finished about 20 minutes ago. Nottingham Forest 1, Arsenal 2, and boy, did we need that. But at the same time, we never do things easy, do we? But we did need that. I said before the game that this is a really, really important place to get a result at, because the last 3 times we've been there, including twice Nottingham Forest were in the Championship, we came unstuck. And for the first half especially, I started to have my worry that it was going to be history repeating itself, and we were going to end up in another situation where, we had a lot of the ball, a lot of chances, but didn't convert them. And I was thinking I could just see Iwani breaking through and winning the game 1-0, just similar to last season, but just later in the game. There was a few changes. Martinelli came back in for Trossard, which I kind of expected, and also the shocking start for me was Smith Rowe in that left 8 role that Havertz has been playing recently, and I think it worked pretty well for the most part. I think it did work pretty well. I think the game changed. I'm not going to sit here and say that Havertz was the reason that we won, but I think the game changed slightly in our favour when Havertz came on, because of the fact I think he was on by that point, but it was mainly because of his height. Gabriel Jesus and Saka with the goals. I thought Gabriel Jesus he got man of the match on TNT Sports over here in the UK, but I felt he was very wasteful in front of goal. He got into really good positions. There's one in particular where the ball came into him and the ball was behind him. He flipped it over the Forest defender and blasted it into Rosed. So there were moments where it looked really good, but at the same time it was kind of really, really wasteful. And it's going to keep the "we should have brought a striker in January" crew talking. But obviously Arteta's come out and said that we didn't have the resources, or we didn't have the opportunity to buy players. I mean, there's still 2 days left of the January transfer window. I don't think we will buy a striker. I think if anything, we're going to probably loan like a left back, a fullback or something like that. But yeah, in general, I thought we played well. I don't think we played badly. I was just worried that it was going to be another one of those games where we've played well, but we haven't got anything out of it. And, 2-0 up, Saka scores the second goal. We capitalise on bad play from Forest, intercepted by Ødegaard. Ødegaard puts through Jesus puts through Saka just outside the box on the right-hand side. And yeah, Saka scores with his right foot. It's interesting. Because I did think that there were, especially in the first half, I was thinking, it's going to be one of those games. And funnily enough, with right into stoppage time, 89th minute, Iwani scores, and we're now spending the last 5 minutes plus, because I think there's 5 minutes added time, but there'd been a check for offside on the goal, and I think there was a check for handball as well, so that added a couple more minutes. So it was another one of those games like Wolves at the back end of last year, I don't know, it was Brighton wasn't like that, I don't think. But yeah, Wolves stands out to me as a game like that, where we were 2-0 up and we conceded a goal and then spent the last 5 minutes shitting ourselves over it. But I think we actually managed the game pretty well. I felt like Nottingham Forest themselves going forward were quite wasteful, balls into the box we were dealing with. I thought Saliba and Gabriel had a good game. For the goal, you could say Saliba could do better, but I think it just caught him off guard, and unfortunately it just fell to Iwani's right foot, and that was it. So yeah, but in general I thought we played well. So That means we head back up into second. We are 2 points behind Liverpool, who we play on Sunday. That's a big one now. We've so far this season we've played them twice, once in the league at Anfield and then in the FA Cup at the Emirates. We've drawn and lost one. Is this the one where we do them over? I mean, we beat them 3-2 last season. 87th minute penalty from Saka to win the game. That turned out to be the winner. Can we do it again? But the most important thing tonight was to get the 3 points. Like, I had a feeling, I was saying to somebody today at work that I was really worried because of how bad the record has been against them over the past few years. But there was something deep down inside me that was like, oh yeah, we're due a win. Surely we won't fuck up 4 times in a row. But yeah, so all in all, pretty good. It's now on to Liverpool, and I think if we beat Liverpool, we're right back in it in terms of title conversation. Because I think at the moment Liverpool are the team to beat, which obviously that could all change, in the next few weeks or by tomorrow. I think City play tomorrow. If City go out and batter whoever it is they're playing, which I think is Burnley. I can never remember. Well, obviously I'm not going to remember other people's fixtures off by heart. Yeah, Burnley away. No, Burnley at home. They've got. So that's going to be that could change things, I suppose. But I think we've just got to go and do the job. The fact that it's at home gives me a little bit more confidence than if we were at Anfield. And I thought we played really well at Anfield as well. So I think we can beat Liverpool. Obviously, Salah's not going to be there. He's come back from the AFCON with an injury, so apparently he won't be playing on Sunday. So yeah, we've got a perfect opportunity here. But at the same time, Liverpool are now, team, Uber Klopp, basically, where they have, as I mentioned in the preview, Jurgen Klopp has announced he will be leaving Liverpool at the end, stepping down as Liverpool manager at the end of the season. And I can imagine now, the players will be fired up to win him that league, send him off with a league title. So it's going to be tough regardless. I think we can beat them because we've shown that we have beaten them before. An impossible fixture a few years ago became possible last season. So I think we can do it. It's just whether we turn up. If we lose that midfield battle, we're fucked, plain and simple. If in the first few minutes, if we lose that midfield battle, we're fucked, plain and simple. And if we can't deal, or I think Trent's out anyway, so he won't be playing, thank God. So yeah, all in all, going back to tonight, pretty good. Glad that we finally broken the hoodoo of Nottingham Forest. Hopefully this continues. They are pretty good at the City ground, so yeah, hopefully this hoodoo is officially broken. And yeah, we move on to Liverpool. Yeah, that's it. I will leave it there. I will see you again Armchair Armory wise, previewing. I have to say Armchair Armory wise because I sometimes forget that I do more than just Armchair Armory. So yeah, the next Armchair Armory video, that's probably how I should say it. The next Armchair Armory video will be the preview for Liverpool. So until then, take care and stay safe.